Welcome back to the campfire. Today, I'm going to do something different. It has been a very long time since we played this game. A new DLC has come out. They changed the flight system so that it apparently feels more like flying a spaceship. I have not touched this. But I did buy the DLC when it came out because I want to support these devs and because I love the game. We're going to start playing with the Hyperion.
An eternity passed like blank time. When we uncocooned, the venerable galleon seemed familiar, unchanged. The geometry of space as serene as we recall. But while we were cocooned, the god realm had fallen, only to spring again under the same name, but with a different meaning to its word. No longer was the pontifex infallible,
Fair.
and declawed limped the czar. The heretic's worship, we were forced to conclude by mischance, is non-Euclidean. What once was true, no longer is. Where once was light,
Oh,
now
that bugs me,
darkness reigns.
that the subtitles
We
are
want to
not
cocoon again, but alas,
lined
we
up with
cannot.
speaking.
May the holy three-dimensionality have mercy on our soul.
I mean, fair, they do what they need to do, but I feel like that could have lined up better. So you had more time to actually read it in case you couldn't hear him. Back today, obsolete tomorrow. Fair. Science fiction does seem to inspire science fact as time goes. Supposedly they did a lot of optimization with the game so that it runs better, especially at later, in the later side of the game. I'll be interested to see where this takes me, but alright, this ship looks kind of cool. Some of my mods are still installed, but I uninstalled most of them. Just some of the quality of life ones to help out. So what do we got? So we started Morningstar 3. Get a Theseus Sentinel. And our Hyperion. Like I said, we started in Morningstar 3, so it's not exactly a great, but not a terrible spot. Where does this take us? That's Hatikva's choice. Ooh. Where's our Theseus? Okay, so it's docked with us. I'm gonna set the Theseus to do scanning. Because we need a scanner to start. Sector Explorer, set it up to do 400. Yeah, 400. And then what's the next one? Oh yeah, continue to next sector. This, I've got to get used to the controls again. It's not a very slow ship. Has 6 guns. Boosting is no longer shield related, it's its own energy. That is awesome.
Entering system. Hatikva's choice.
This automated message is being broadcast exclusively in the proximity of heredity.
Yeah, I know.
Signs indicate that we will imminently witness the extraordinarily
Alright.
reactivation of a
This has
jump
been
fleet.
interesting so
Alliance of
far.
the Word has assembled an expedition to study
Whoa.
this rare event. A reactivation able to be investigated scientifically.
Alright, I need to go to settings, controls, joystick dead zone, sensitivity, here we go. So I need to turn that up a little bit. So that is no longer the way it used to be.
Is an exceedingly uncommon opportunity.
Much
You are
better.
welcome to join us.
Alright.
Autopilot engaged.
Yes, we'll eventually deal with that, but for right now, we're gonna go join up with, we'll go get some other stuff, like we usually do. So this starts with a very painfully slow travel warm-up. Yep, we got all that. Unique opportunity to help Hatikva. Yes, yes. All the usual. This ship is awesome. It, outside of travel speed, it maneuvers like a ship in the medium range, but it's a large. Probably has more power. I don't know if the power is going to be the same as a destroyer or if it's going to be a class of its own. It's called an expeditionary. Obviously, it can't use the
Entering system.
travel
Are in
lanes
prime.
or the highways. And I forgot how beautiful this game looks in its own right.
Technology and scientific understanding have progressed considerably since we cocooned.
Yeah. Let's see here. That would be, what, about 100 years? 150? If I remember the lore right. God, this is... I mean, we might start doing this for a little bit in between Project Zomboid.
Autopilot disengaged.
So this is just... I know it's a fun game. Let's see here. How do I dock again?
Docking
There we go.
granted.
So we just need to get up over there. Never really tried docking a large ship manually, so we will see what happens here. I like the new flight mechanics. Feels more like a space game, less like a flying a plane through water. Like you can strafe side to side easier, a little bit better. Instead of going straight up or straight down, you actually... Yeah. The ship maneuvers by turning the nose. You also start to, like, keep going if you... There's actual
Successfully
inertia
docked.
to the ship. There we go.
Welcome.
Let's see, do I have crew? I do have crew. I have a bunch of Marines. Let's just... Oh yeah, it's gonna cost more than we've got. Alright, well we can start doing the basics. Where's that? The void? Oh, in the map that's slow to start and then it goes.
Autopilot
Let's
engaged.
go that way. One thing I've noticed that I love the most out of all this is when you go through the gate, it doesn't freeze.
Entering system. The void.
You might have like a moment where it's loading the next section, but it is far more seamless than it used to be. And that is awesome. That is a massive improvement to how the game works. Just having that available to you. Huh. Yeah, where? Could theoretically get involved if we wanted to. That's property owned object list. I don't see any pirates. Alright. God, this is so much nicer than it used to be. Like, it was a great game, but now I can't even compare the two. Just by the improvements. What are you? Oh, you're the ZYA. I mean, this time we could go to war with the ZYA, see about wiping them out over time. Wouldn't be the worst idea for a playthrough. Eventually go to war with everybody, but I mean, that always seems to be about the limit to the game, is going to war with everybody and taking over everything, you know? I suppose that could be said about a lot of games, but... And working with other other factions is also kind of necessary.
Epically failed.
How did autopilot fail there?
Autopilot disengaged.
Alright, let's take a look here. I mean, could fight that if we wanted to. In fact, let's turn and see about getting this in. I mean, what's gonna happen here? Are we gonna get close enough to fight the thing? Come on, travel mode charging. I love how the Xenon are so slow in travel mode, but that's always been the case. Travel mode activated, come on. Hit speed. There we go, now we're catching up. Just want to see if I can catch this thing. Or find something to fight. It doesn't seem like this has a whole lot of fighting capability. At least not to any great extent. Come on. Alright, not bad. Let's pull up or pull in all these. Alright. Now let's figure out. So, if we go somewhere over this way. We should be able to find the mining vessel. The T1 drill, I believe. Or the drill Vanguard.
Thank you.
Fair. We did destroy a pathetic mining SE. Granted, the Xenon miners are actually rather nice. If just because they can mine everything with one vessel. You don't need two types of ship to do it. I mean, yeah, in the end, I will say this is actually an amazing ship. And the improvements to the game are rather significant. even if just in the transiting from one system to the other, is far smoother. The flying is a lot smoother, a lot softer. I don't know, a lot better. The improvements they've made to the game are massive, in my opinion. I would have to get further into the game and start getting like a bunch of ships made and see what happens from there to really determine how much has improved. But it seems to be a significant improvement currently. Alright, we'll get out and do this manually, and then add a pilot to it. Get up. Apparently there's also some change in how it works. How do I get... Where's the... Oh, here we go. I was wondering. Alright, so we just want to use our spacesuit. How has this changed? Not much, but you can definitely feel you're going to keep flying until you slow yourself down. So where do I go to get into this thing? Over here. Alright. Actually, I think it is down here. At least it used to be. There it is. And the ship is ours. Now to go back to the other one. There we go. Docking permission.
Docking granted.
And we just want to go back in there. We'll put a Marine in there and have them go fly it around. Alright. I would say if you're interested in X4 in space games, this is probably a decent place to start. The game is vastly improved from what it was before. Not that it was a bad game before. Honestly, this is basically like saying they took an amazing game and they made it better. That is my opinion. With that, if you would like to see me do another playthrough of this, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you want to. We can continue from here and, yeah. Like the video if you like it. And as always, have a wonderful day.